Hello everyone. Today's story is The Body Builders. Author Supriya Nair, illustrator Shivam Thapliyal, publisher Pratham Books. And level 4 story. Now let's get started. Vava's sister Chinnu is growing fast. When he first met her at the hospital, Chinnu was small and hairless. Vava was terrified to hold her because she was soft and looked like a pink worm. All the newborns are like that. Now she has black hair, just like him. Her nose is round and snub, just like Amma's nose. And her eyes are the same color as Amma's and Amma's sister Bannu Chitta's. You all must have looked upon these similarities in the children when they grow up. It is amazing, Vava tells Bannu Chitta, whose stomach is looking more and more like a big, hard egg these days. At first, Chinnu was just a speck in Amma's stomach, like the baby in your tummy. Now Chinnu looks a little like all of us. Chitta says, "What do you think this one will look like?" When Amma was pregnant with Chinnu, she had explained that Chinnu was taking her time to grow in Amma's belly. She would come out only when she was strong and ready to meet the world. "Chitta, your bump is smaller than Amma's was when Chinnu was inside her. Are you sure there is a baby in there?" "Haha, very sure," Chitta says. "This baby is still a very small combination of cells, but it is hard at work in there. All the cells are dividing and multiplying. Slowly, they will form groups of cells that will become eyes and ears and all the other organs." "Ah, I know what a cell is," says Vava. He leans out of the window to grab a pomegranate from a tree. "If this fruit is like an organ, then each seed is like a cell," he says. Vava knows that a cell is the smallest and most basic unit of life in the body, not just in his body, but in every organism. So now you have got about what is a cell, children? "Yes, Vava, cells are the building blocks that make up all living things," says Chitta. "But if all living things are made of cells," Vava says, "then a cell could become anything, right? My new cousin could be a panda." Chitta laughs. "Then we'll call the baby panda Anda." "I don't want panda Anda," Vava says, stomping his feet. "Cells are smart, Vava," Chitta says. "Each cell carries information about the job it will do and what it will become. This information is called DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid." "What does DNA look like?" asks Vava. "DNA is like a spiral ladder and it has 2 strands which look something like noodles," says Chitta. "It contains a set of instructions called genes that comes from both parents." This reminds Vava of the noodles he saw in the kitchen. So now you have got about DNA. "So I got these genes from Amma?" asks Vava, holding up 2 strands of noodles playfully. "Half Amma and half Appa. One set of genes from Amma and one set from Appa," says Bannu Chitta. "So Panda Anda would be a panda if his or her parents were pandas. Instead, the baby has me for a mother and your uncle for a father, explains Banu Chitta. So that's how a cell knows what it is. It is in the DNA, Vava says. But how does Panda Anda know how to make skin and hair and eyes and fingers? Asks Vava. Inside all our cells is a blueprint, Chitta explains. You remember the architect had shared a blueprint of this house with your mother when it was being built? Likewise, inside all our cells is a blueprint. Oh yes, Vava says. That is how we knew where the windows, doors, walls and the roof would go. Our DNA is like this blueprint. It tells our cells where to go and when to start building, says Chitta. As each cell divides and multiplies, the gene instructs it to become an eye, a finger, or a pair of lungs. And this is how all these organs are built. So each living being is really like a house that's a building itself, Vava says. That's amazing. It is, Chitta agrees. And it keeps building and repairing itself for the rest of our lives. That's why you are growing so tall. This is all because of the mechanism of the cells. I don't have to do anything to grow, Vava says, giggling. My DNA is doing it for me. Well, you have to treat it nicely, Chitta says. Eat well, sleep well, and give your body the right amount of work. Then it will do its job easily and efficiently. I will, I promise, says Vava. So, you all have to do the same, children. Trivia snap. Do you know how many cells are there in an average human body? Scientists say that there are about 37.2 trillion. Cells are very, very small and can only be seen under a microscope. If every cell in your hand was the size of a grain of sand, your hand would be the size of a school bus. So you can imagine how small and little is the size of the cell. Make your family tree. Here is an activity for you all. You have to make a family tree. Draw your family. Try to find features you or your parents or siblings might have received from someone in the family tree. Does your brother's crazy hair come from Uncle Prithvi in Nagpur or Auntie Bin Bin in Palampur? Does your cousin get her dimple from her grandmother? There can be many other features which may resemble and are passed through genes. Thank you, children.